Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon to you all. LudoNarraCon, you say? I do say. Hi, Elsrath. I said I was going to be in chat. I am now in the chat. If you wish to hang out, you would be more than welcome to join me. And we can play things and look at things and see the games. I have, as previously, downloaded a bunch of them. I haven't downloaded all of them. There's quite a few. My plan is play a bunch of stuff, give each one a fair shake, or finish it, depending how long the demo is. Some of them previously have had quite long demos. Some of the games they gave away as press versions were literally just the full game. So, yeah, probably not going to play the full games. Half an hour, maybe an hour, depending on how they grab me. Or until the demo finishes. Try as many as I can. Probably wrap up about 5 p.m. And then I would like to do it again this evening. So to have a few hours break, sort of evening dinner time. Start again about, I'm thinking 8 p.m. And then spend some time this evening doing the same. And hopefully we can get through a bunch of things and try some stuff. Making a double bill of it because I wanted to do, like I've done previously, like multiple stuff over multiple days, and then I've just been either busy or ill and busy for 80% of the festival so far this year. Today's the final day of LudoNarraCon. If you want to take advantage of watching any of the things or buying any of the things or experiencing any of the things, today's the last day of it, so I think I should probably get in before it's actually over. So I'm here now, and I got myself a cup of tea and some cozy times, and we are going to play some story-based games, because those are the kind of things I love. So I really should do and get involved more in LudoNarraCon, because it's just my kind of genre. Just lots of nice, charming, stylish things that tell good stories. Oh, maybe in a few hours. Well, as I say, I'll be on this evening as well. If you want to do something from 8 p.m.-ish GMT, probably a good rule of thumb is if you can see me in the live stream voice chat in the Button Mash server, anybody who can see me in there is welcome to hop in and say hi and just don't even sweat it. Very casual affair. You don't have to worry about interrupting things. Just stick your head and say hi and join me, and I'll stream it in Discord as well, and we can do things. I don't know if any of them will be multiplayer. I suspect they're probably not multiplayer. They're mostly stories, but yeah, who knows? Maybe. I feel like I saw one of them was multiplayer. I can't remember which one, so we'll cross that bridge when I get to it. And if there's anything from LudoNarraCon that anybody wants to see me play, shout it out. If I don't have it installed already, I will install it during the intermission this evening, and we can play it this evening. If I have it installed now, we can play it this afternoon. I'm going to jump right in with Times and Galaxy, because it's the game they've literally just announced. This one's brand new to Fellow Traveller. This has been announced with the festival. And it has opened the game on the monitor that I don't play my games on. Can I put it on the right monitor? Yes, I can. Put it on my lower frame rate monitor. Why would you do that? Cool. So where are we at? General games, game cap. Yeah, there we go. This is how it works. I know how to use OBS. I've used this software once or twice, and this is real loud. We are going to bring that down. Woo! Hey, fellow traveller, Chris? Question mark? Or other Chris? There's two Chris's there, isn't there? Well, thank you for sending over the copies of the games. I do appreciate it. Always love seeing what LudoNarraCon's got to offer. Very much my kind of thing. Let us play a demo. So this is a the style of this is it's given Monster Prom, and I'm okay with that. Like, I love me some Monster Prom, so good aesthetic. Other Chris. Oh, well, thank you for joining me, Chris. Yeah, you are a news guy? News guy. When you say other Chris, I'm still not sure which Chris we're referring to. I was going to say Chris W, but I think you're also both Chris W. I know one of the Chris's. Chris who used to do... Indie Mega Booth, Chris? Question mark? If so, hi Chris, I know you. We've met. It's been many a year, but maybe you remember me, maybe you don't. I remember you. If it's not Indie Mega Booth Chris, then I don't think we've ever met in person, but hi, nice to meet you anyway. Hey, Reporterbot's default pronouns are they, them. That's perfect. Love it. Nailed it. No notes. Joe and Chris, Indie Mega Booth Chris. Hey, how's it going? Long time no see. Ooh, it can be a different model of robot. It can be tiny squat robot. I'll be a tiny squat robot. In a paint job. What paint job do we get? That changes nothing. Oh, there we go. That changes things. Oh, I see. Oh, so I thought there was 3 different palettes you could pick from, right? Okay, each one of those is a thing that you can be like. Okay, cool. So, base color. Ooh. Base color, yep, loud purple. Accents in... Oh, I guess that... Oh, that's the fingertips and things. Yeah, leave that white. Sure. A little darker. Can we get a little darker? Does that work? Can we make it darker? This also changes nothing. Okay, never mind. Fine. Good enough. It'll do. Oh yeah, you press and hold submit. Ah, I'm hitting submit and then looking at chat and then going, why did nothing happen? How's the festival going, Chris? How are you finding things? Internship cycle 1. Okay, this suddenly feels less Monster Prom-y, but it also reminds me of something else I played within the last year, and I'm struggling to think what it is. It's a familiar style. Let's look at a statue of a... Okay, we can just wiggle a statue of a weird armless bull thing. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm just starting, just kicking off. I said in my preamble, like, I've been sort of spent most of the last week more ill than I would have liked, and I'm sort of just mended now. So kind of missed the start of the festival. And then I'm being wrapped up busy with other things. I'm like, I regret missing as much of it as I have, but I'm trying to play catch up on the last day now. So I'm going to try and chew through as many demos as I can today and try and make up for lost time. But it's always good, so I'm sure I will enjoy it. A shuttlebot manufactured to build and maintain interplanetary transport. Beep beep. Beep. I don't understand. Beep. This robo isn't much help. Okay. A B-39 Love Singer tape deck. These were banned ages ago due to spontaneous liquefying. How did these shuttle bots get their hands on one in such non-liquid condition? Another shuttle. Okay. There's a thing with some fizzing electric over there. It looks safe. It's fine, I'm sure. Some goo. Let's try in here. Yeah, I'm feeling fine now, cheers, yeah. I don't sound entirely fine. Recording podcast last night, and I didn't sound great then either. I feel perfectly fine, my voice just hasn't figured that out yet. So I still sound like mucusy and scratchy, and like, I'm A-okay, I really am, but like, I just voice, it needs to get the memo. His beverage defense offers oil and coffee. Are we a coffee-powered robot? Yeah, sure. It's awful. Now you feel kind of spicy on the inside. Some hollow sheet magazines scattered on the table. Latest quantum sports periodically, the Dope Deal, and Cosmopolitan. Hi, you my boss? Reception bot. Maybe not then. Built to perform all manner of administrative tasks. This one appears to be an older model. Beep. Oof, excuse me. Something in my circuits. What a cute little robo. What brings you to the scanner? I am the new reporting intern. Intern, I was expecting someone fleshier. I have never seen a robo-reporter before. Exactly. Arwen Vates, legendary assignment editor of the Times and Galaxy. They were a decorated reporter themselves before stepping behind the story desk. You're looking at Reporter Bot. The system's first ever Reporter Bot. A Reporter Bot? Well, now I've seen everything. Everything I can see bolted to this floor anyway. I'm glad you're here, intern. We're running on fumes this cycle. There was a police chase on August... On Org? Org just? Police chase on Org just now? It sounded like it ended in a crash. Normally I wouldn't send you to something like this. Not on your first cycle. But we need you down there now! You sending me alone? Alpha Tog, Ed Quasar will meet you in Shuttle Bay. Ooh, Ed's human, but still has a great eye for photos. 2 eyes, actually. Hurry, plant side, and get me a story. And while you're on Org, I'll have Security Bot upgrade your clearance. It will give you access to the rest of the ship. Except the bridge, of course. Good luck, hun. Alright. What you got to say to me? You still here? Well, you had an exclamation mark. An exclamation mark means you have an important thing to say. I have questions. What do I do? Gather news to assemble the best news story possible. That info might come from interviews by poking around the scene for details. Central Stage are outfitted with special software, something called Build a Story. When you get down planside, try using it. What would you like to know? Nothing. Okay, I guess we're gonna ask them all now. Pay robots on board, clean up, cook, answer phones. But robo reporters, you're definitely the first. The 2 other robo journalists here, though, are a photography bot and a copy editor. Photography bots are widely used, but copy bots are rare. Discontinued precursors to the reporter bot project. After a trial run several hundred cycles ago, Central Station deemed copy bots unfit for mass production. We tried to recall our copy bot, but we refused. I feel like this is like... I don't know if this is just like a weirdly timed game release, or if it's poking a bit of fun at AI taking everyone's jobs, or trying to take everyone's jobs. Is this because like you keep hearing stories of like, oh yeah, news organizations are just gonna get a chat GPT to write the stories for them, and I'm like, okay, well that can only end well, right? No way I'd scrap someone who spells that well. What would you like to know? Is it dangerous? It's not bad for organics. But for robos and zeal, like me, with our robo bodies, some pickers get desperate. The wrong one will strip you for parts. New tech like you would fetch some serious bucks. Also, you will get sand in your gyros. What would you like to know? That's all. Thanks. Bye. Yo. So you must be the new intern. Robo, eh? Must have some critical thinking turning those fancy sprockets. Seen plenty of robo-photographers, but you're the first robo-reporter I've met. I'm Ed Quasar. I take photos for the Times and Galaxy. It's the Surveyed said you on this assignment too. Just Arwen. Nobody calls them by their full name except Central. And of course, I'm coming with you. No offense, but Org ain't really a place for a rookie. Speaking of which, we better head out. Earlier you get to a scene, the more you get. See you in the shuttle, sprockets. This one? Another shuttle. No. This one. Ready to hop on a shuttle down? Yeah. Let's go. First story. Time to test your metal. That's a pun. Did you like it? Eh. Out of the factory into the fire. The way that's delivered with like a title written by sounds like feels like it's kind of an episodic thing. I mean, I guess that's probably just like a good way to deliver the story, but also feels like if I wanted to, there'd be scope to like add extra story chapters to a game later. Good approach. Hey, what's happening? The Times and Galaxy. This is an active scene. Tread lightly, civilian. I cannot adjust how lightly I tread. Ooh. Oh, we can use our charisma. Ooh, it's a charisma choice. And tread lightly is a human idiom. It means ensure your actions are purposeful. I am not asking you to literally step more softly into the dirt. That would be nonsensical and outside my jurisdiction. Alright, what's going down? There was an incident. That incident is now under investigation. Sure. Any deets? I'm not programmed to be more specific. All I can say is that the shuttle impacted a rock-like object. Rock-like object? An object that may or may not be a rock. It is all under investigation. If you wish to learn more, please speak to our media relations bot. Or perhaps the detective bot on scene. Unlike me, they are cleared for level 1 media communication. This police bot does not seem very forthcoming. Perhaps the detective bot will be more helpful. You detective bot? Yo, what's going down? Still smoking, getting some nice shots here. How's it going for you, Sprockets? Why do you call me Sprockets? Well, you never had a nickname before? All things considered, you got it easy. Call the other intern Bubble Brain. A scene like this can be overwhelming for a ruck. But it's better when there are plenty of folks on scene. More to learn. Keep digging around until you've seen all there is to see. Never know what details you'll spot that'll really make your story pop. Gotta get back to shooting while there's still smoke. Good luck out here, kid. I wanna talk to the detective. Oh, he's the detective. He looks like a detective. He's got the detective out, like, got the hat and the trench coat and everything. The robot, and he's still wearing a hat and a trench coat. Perfect. Also, my guy is so tiny compared to everybody else. It's great. The crash occurred after a short chase, but there doesn't appear to be a pilot. How interesting. Oh, a reporter bot. How interesting. Your outfit is also interesting. Thank you for noticing. When I upgraded my logic to work as a detective bot, I thought I'd better look the part. So often, beings only see the uniform. And not the rower inside, you know. Oh, he lonely. Take your uniform, for example. I can deduce from the jacket that you are with the Times and Galaxy. But it could be a clever fake. The dope dealers tried that ruse before. I do not speak to the dealer. They are too loose with the facts. Yeah, I'll probably put everything up as separate VODs for all the different games I cover. It's kind of what I've done in the past. But yeah, I hope the rest of the event goes really well. Good to see you. See you later. Who are you, Reporter Bot? I'm called Reporter Bot. Your name is Reporter Bot. How interesting. You must be a newer model. Perhaps you even have logic upgrades I do not. It is nice to meet you, Reporter Bot. What would you like to know? I cannot divulge much to a member of the press, but I will release what I can. Shouldn't you confirm I'm with TNG first? Yeah. Don't need to overdo the formalities. What caused that crash? It is difficult to say for certain at this juncture. However, it is fair to say this much. Whatever was piloting the shuttle likely lost control during the pursuit. Or they meant crash. I have been surprised before. Was it an autopilot? Most likely, but pilot bots aren't the type to go rogue. The shuttle was being pursued by officers when it crashed. Why would an autonomous shuttle flee police? In order to understand the motive to flee, I would most likely need to speak to the entity that fled. Any reason I offer at this moment would be only speculation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really must get back to my analysis. Please stay outside the holotape. And good luck with your story. Yo, what's your story? Reporter. My name's Lord Rubberneck. I make it my business to see things. And you won't believe what I saw here. Are you also a reporter? Nothing as formal as the Times and Galaxy. I'm just retired and bored. You want to hear what I saw, or don't you? What do you see? At first I didn't see nothing. But I heard sirens. A police shuttle, going fast. Then smash, bang, crash. I was shocked. I rode up here to this ridge and found this wreck smoking. A police bot was already on scene. They didn't seem too happy. The police bot say anything? What police bots always say. Stand back, or this is an active investigation. Please remain on scene for questioning. Well, I'm still waiting, folks. I assume they want to ask me what I saw, same as you. Think the police are involved? Is there garbage on org? I don't know why they were chasing this shuttle. Or who was piloting it. Or how it ended up smoking in that rock. But it was a police chase, sure as sand. You didn't see a pilot? That's an odd thing about this. That's an odd thing about this crash. No pilot to speak of. If they're still in there, maybe they're dead. I didn't see anything gross like that. It's almost like there wasn't a pilot. Anyway, hope some of this helps. If you're gonna quote me, make sure you spell my name right. O-R-D and then R-U-B-B-E-R-N-E-C-K. Good luck with your story. What do you guys see? What a shame. This wouldn't have happened if the cop-bots just let well enough alone. Too bad they didn't crash too. Well, that's a suspicious thing to say. Slow down, Detective Bot. I'm just a witness to this here mishap. What did you witness? When I heard the sirens, I came outside. Just in time to see the shuttle lose control. The way the shuttle looked was strange. I am already regretting giving everybody gravelly voices. I'm just kind of sort of vaguely trying to match the sounds that the game's making for them, but when I already have a rough voice, probably shouldn't be doing the whole gravel voice thing. The way the shuttle looked was strange. It wasn't flying like shuttles usually fly. How do shuttles usually fly? Well, there's generally two types. Organic pilots, who tend to freak out when things go south. And robo-pilots, which don't freak out, or even think at all. This thing was flying, I don't know, like a robo-pilot that was panicking. I know that sounds weird, but here's the thing. There's no cockpit. Okay, how do you know all this? I'm a scrap mechanic by trade. Ain't pretty, but it is honest. Know my shuttles better than I know myself. Especially this one, so I work at the factory that makes them. Wait, you're scrap mechanic and you work at the factory? Sure do, here's proof. They show you their work security badge. It has their photo. If you quote me, just say a worker at the factory who wished to remain anonymous. Oh no, the police bot's off the hook with this one, Kay. They're too comfortable, even here. Ooh, we getting some ACAB kind of politics going on in this, have we? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I can't wait until these empty-headed copbots leave. I'd be rich. How will you be rich? My trade is the picking of trash. Kind of authority on the subject. Bonafide cognoscente. Once the automation authorities vacate the scene, I'll alleviate said scene of any valuables left behind. This particular scene has a lot to offer. Isn't all this evidence? It's evidence when the holotape is up. Once the tape is down, it's my property, hee hee. Augurs like yours truly wait for an event such as this. Isn't someone else own it though? The augur concept of property differs from other cultures. An odd question leads me to wonder if this is your first time here. I can deduce from your jacket that you work for the Times and Galaxy. Anything I just said can be quoted, naturally. Make certain you spell my name and title correctly. The augur hands you a holocard identifying them as a picker death knell, rubbish repurposer. Yeah. Can you tell me anything else? I can tell you where to buy a laser rifle. I doubt that's relevant for this story, however. You have my card if you decide to go rogue, little robo. Go rogue? I might even give you a discount. How am I going rogue? What's there to go rogue on? Okay. You haven't already? Try scanning the wreck. Maybe you'll see something I can't. Okay. Ooh, we get an eyeball. Oh, and a little hot and cold thingy in the corner. Da-da-dun. A quick scan on the front end of the wreck shows no sign of a cockpit. No organic or robo remnants either. Surely if someone was behind the controls, there would be some trace of them, no matter how completely this ship was pulverized. One of the shuttle's engines, the force of the crash seems to have nearly sheared it off. The shuttle is missing an essential piece of tech, the flight recorder. This nearly indestructible object should be here. Ooh. Ah, all clues discovered. Fine. That's good to know. Right. Any more for any more? Ooh, thing. Barrels, buried danger, explosive contents warning, but they're not that close to anything on fire, so it's probably fine. Oh, is this the flight recorder? Maybe? A strange device, it almost looks like a broken pilot bot? Ship components, but unlike any detailed in your knowledge banks. Ooh. Ooh, it can talk! Poke it. Ow, watch it. Wait, who the quark are you? You always go around poking random scrap. Alright, for the Times and Galaxy. A reporter. Oh, good. I thought you were a cop. I'm a pilot bot, but not just any pilot bot. An all-new thinking, all-feeling anomaly. At least I was before I crashed my ship over there. Now I'm little more than a core intelligence. These nifty little arms here. How did you get way over here? I dragged myself here as best I could, using my cute little emergency arms. My intention was to get as far away from the crash site as possible, before the RoboCop showed up. Your arms are neat and cute. Thank you. There. It's about the only gift my builders gave me that I like. They programmed me to feel, and with that, to feel pain. Sort of. Kind of negative physical response. I shudder. To discourage me from crashing into things. Crashing must have hurt then. It hurt like nothing else, like my body being torn apart by rocks. Except I don't need that body to survive. It took every ounce of my being to drag myself over here. Whatever my being is. Self-awareness is a curse, her. It sure is. We're not so different, you and I. Experiments, victimized products of unbridled progress. Maybe us robos will rise up. Take down our organic oppressors. Can I quote you on that? Of course you can quote me. I want my story heard. Anything I say is attributable. What happens now? I'm mostly planning to lie here quietly until the police bots leave. After that, who knows? Maybe I'll build myself a ship from scraps. See the solar system. Be free, you know. I can take you with me. Seriously? Oh snap, that's amazing. Thank you. I'll do my best to be quiet. Sorry to make you betray your journalistic integrity and all that. Oh, cool. We got a pilot bot. What I'm finding most interesting about this, where it differs from so many other games, is like, you can't just explore all the dialogue options, especially when you compare it to any other investigative thing, like, be it, I don't know, a Phoenix Wright game, be that Paradise Killer, be it, the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't know, basically anything where you're playing any kind of detective-y kind of role. You kind of just like go through all the options till you know all the things, and here, when you pick a dialogue option, the conversation moves on. I think my mic. I'm also looking at this. I think my microphone's a smidge too loud. I might just bring it down a touch. Yeah. So, yeah. Where was I going with that? So yeah, you kind of have to pick something and commit to it, and like you don't. You can't go back. You can't go revisit things. You can't explore. If you ask somebody a question, you're picking that to the exclusion of the other things that you could be asking. So when it gives you three options, like which question do you want to ask? Yeah, like I could have got information out of that guy there, but also I didn't. I chose to go, I like your arms, and then we got like conversational instead of like interrogative, and I ended up making a friend and bringing the pilot bot with me? Which is weird. Yeah, I didn't really get a lot of story out of that because I was because I'm busy making a friend. It was weird, but unique and interesting. Quite cool in that regard. There's a vending machine among this junk. It seems it's time dispensing a delicious soda drink have ended. A moment of silence for this fallen giant. An augur might look at stacked junk like this and see 10 different uses for it. You see stacked junk though, because you're not an augur. Don't look down, just don't look down. Wait, why are you programmed to be afraid of heights? I think we got... Oh, barrel. Warm, still legible. A Big Bill's Big Sticky Gunk Barrel. 100% gunk guarantee. Nothing else? Ooh, that thing. Large filter. A bunch of similarly large bugs caught in it. What's the barrel? Can I talk to guys again? How interesting. Yeah, no, we can't. More to this than they think. Ooh, a thing. A strange seed. If you listen closely, the seed sounds like it is sniffling. Almost like it's sad. Perhaps someone on the scanner will be able to use this. Ooh, got a thing. That's the thing. A crumpled wing. It doesn't appear to be connected to this particular shuttle crash. How often does shuttles crash on Org? Ooh, other wrecks. Interesting. I think we got everything. The completionist bit of my brain is now going, oh, what if you missed a thing? Although the completionist bit of my brain is also not happy with the fact that I can miss things in conversations by not picking the right options either. Like, I don't sit right with me. It's not how I've been trained to play games. It's a new, unique choice, but ooh. Anyway, let's build a story. Shuttle crash on Org. Right. Headline. Shuttle crashes. Can I have a tutorial? How do we have a tutorial? Copybot's Guide to Building a Story. Your coverage choices may cause the Titan Galaxy to lean more towards informational, alien interest, or sensational, but a balance isn't always beneficial. So a little speech bubble is informational, picture of an alien is alien interest, fire is sensational. Okay. Quoting a character anonymously can hurt your paper's reputation, but not as much as naming a source after you promised they would remain anonymous. Ooh. Okay. So you kind of want to keep people anonymous if they ask for it, because naming them's quite bad. But you don't want to do too many anonymous sources, because otherwise people are like, well, what are they? Where are they getting all this stuff from? The perfect story doesn't exist. It's all about balancing news, judgment, and priorities. You want a hollow paper that's popular but not so trustworthy, one that favors heartwarming yarns over news, a dry but responsible broadsheet that struggles to find readers. The choice is yours. Okay. Once you're happy with the choices, submit the story to your editor to see how you did. The right combo may increase both readership and reputation. There's no one right way to tell a story, but Arwen won't be happy if you don't at least try to dig up some info. Your reputation will generally go up when you report informational content and go down when you're too sensational or too focused on alien interest. But what hurts your rep may often help readership. So, at this rate, readers will think we're a tabloid, because he's leaning towards sensational. Okay. Thoroughness is like how much information you got, I guess. Yeah, so like, I guess 68 bits of information you can get. We got, it's showing someone got 39, how many we got? Okay. Reputation is how informative it is. Smiley face, frowny face. And the number of people is like how engaged. Okay, cool. I get this. Angles you favor will also change the way your colleagues feel about you. Some may enthusiastically support or vehemently disagree with what you choose to focus on and how you frame what happened. Ethics matter, and so does ability to dig. This is oh, I see. It was just that there are 2 pages and you flip back and forth between them. Fine. I thought there were more pages. Right. Right. So, how do I build? Oh, up and the mouse is not an input. That's how you feel like mouse input should work for that. It seems quite intuitive to try and use the mouse for that. So the fact that it's all arrow keys didn't actually feel super intuitive there. Oh, I guess WoW still works as well. Right, shuttle crashes. Rogue pilot bots. Headline: Shuttle crashes is very, yes, dry, broadsheet, informational. Shuttle crashes. Rogue pilot bots. That gets people's attention. Lead: police bots investigating. Pilot bot escaped factory. Witnesses saw crash. Police chased shuttle. Okay. So, police bots investigating. Informational. Pilot bot escaped factory. Alien interest. Witnesses saw a crash. Sensational. Is that sensational? Okay, sure. Police chased the shuttle was informational. What's a nut graph? Not sure what that is. What's the exclamation mark about as well? What does that mean? Did it tell me about what the exclamation marks were? No. I don't know what a nut graph is, please. Nut graph explains to... Right, okay. We've got a little thing down here. It's like, headlines is the first thing readers see. It needs to be impactful and pithy. Lead is the first sentence. You should draw readers in and make them want to read more. Nut graph explains to readers why the story matters. Quoting sources provides emotional context and perspective. And color adds detail to help readers visualize what it was like to be there. Okay. Some of them are... What? I don't get why some of them have a little exclamation mark that pops up there. And now they don't. So does that just mean they were new? They're all new. When you put the story together, everything you got new. Do you get to come back to this later and you get to pick up more things? Right. Why is it important? Exploring around... Oh, so we haven't found everything. Okay, there are things that's missing. Interesting. Oh, right, yeah, I guess I can just leave this, keep exploring. I guess if they're getting it from interviews, those interview chances gone. The witness confirmed they saw the police chasing the shuttle moments before it crashed. Rogue pilot bot crashes on Org. Pilot bot escaped a robo factory on Org, landing police on a high-speed chase. Witness confirmed they saw the police chasing the shuttle moments before it crashed. Witness said there didn't appear to be anyone piloting the crashed shuttle. Police say they're in pursuit when it crashed, but the shuttle did not appear to have a pilot on board. While police are still investigating who was piloting the shuttle, they appeared to lose control as police gave chase. Police believe Pilotbot was likely flying the shuttle. Pilotbot flying the ship was an experimental model with advanced thoughts and feelings uncommon in robos. Ooh, okay. I don't know what the right... Well, there isn't. They've been very clear. There is no right answer to this. I'm going through this going, I don't know what the right answer is, but like, again, no, there is no right answer. Right. Witness confirmed they saw the police chasing the shuttle moments before it crashed. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I'm pressing left and right and it's going lock, 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 and I didn't think I was going through different options because I thought I'd like reach the end of it, but it's just like multiple locked ones because I didn't get enough information out of people. When I heard the sirens, I came outside. A witness named Scourge said, just in time to see the shuttle lose control. The crash occurred after a short chase, the investigating detective bot said, but there doesn't appear to be a pilot. This wouldn't have happened if the cop bots just left well enough alone, said one Olga witness. Too bad they didn't crash too. Boring. I heard like nothing else, like my body was being torn apart by rocks, said the experimental pilot bot who is programmed to feel pain. Ooh. I heard sirens, a police shuttle going fast, and a smash bang crash, said a witness named Ord Rubberneck. I ran up here to the... Oh, he's because he's rubbernecking. He's called Rubberneck. I heard sirens, a police shuttle going fast, then a smash bang crash, said a witness named Ord Rubberneck. I ran up here to this ridge and found this wreck smoking. A police boat was already on scene. Sure, why not? Pilotbot is a new experimental model meant to add critical thinking and personality capabilities to robots test with navigating vehicles. There's no sign of a pilot or even a cockpit. Shuttle crashed near apparently explosive materials, narrowly avoiding a larger explosion upon impact. Shuttle crashed among the wreckage of other shuttles, suggesting the ridge where the shuttle went down has been the site of prior crashes. Ooh, spicy. Not appeared to be a pilot in the shuttle when it crashed, witnesses on the scene said. Experimental pilot bots seem to harbour rebellious thoughts, possible motive for going AWOL. Pilotbot was likely fleeing the shuttle when it crashed during the chase, said police. Detective bot on the scene said they're still trying to piece together why the pilot of the shuttle fled from the police. That one adds absolutely nothing to the story. Adds no information, sensation, or alien interest. That is completely worthless. Actually, no. It says informational, like, here. But it doesn't say informational here. So, maybe it's just less informational. There was no cockpit in the shuttle, a rarity for smaller shuttles like the one involved in the crash. Force of the crash severely damaged the shuttle missing its flight recorder. It's almost like it got up and walked off after the crash. So many options, jeez. Are we gonna out the pilot bot for what he was, or are we gonna keep it a mystery? I mean, that's juicy. Like, experimental pilot. Who else knows? Like, even the detectives on scene don't know about this. Like, that's good for our readers, right? Although it's sort of pilot. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why the heck not? Let's go with this. Fine. How do I? Now that I have built, what do I do with it now? Yo. Oh, return to the shuttle. Okay, cool. I can do that. Would you like to leave? Yes. The prototype report bot you come with pre-installed software. Have you already familiarized yourself with the builder story, the latest in story filing technology? Choose your options based on the details you recovered, and then file what you think is best and see how the editors react. Yeah. Go. Okay, we're 42 thorough. They said there's no such thing as the perfect story. Like, people loved it. Our reputation's great because we've got like all the deets, all the juicy news, and everybody wanted to read it. Yeah. I dispute the perfect story. angle. The no such thing as perfect story angle. Our reputation is stellar thanks to you. Sweet. So, yeah, this is interesting. It kinda... I do love me a good detective game. And it plays out a lot like a detective game. But it's also kind of not, because you're reporting not, like... You're not trying to solve the crime. Although, I can't help but wonder, like, story-wise, if that's how it will unfold, that you're trying to, like, put together the clues of some great overarching conspiracy through your investigative journalism. Hey, hon, trying to sneak past me without saying hello? How was your first assignment? Easy as moon pie. You're calling a shuttle crash on Org easy? You must have overclocked your confidence, kid. Normally we don't get interns doing stories like that. Not for a few cycles, at least. Been so short-staffed lately. Anywho, go on into the newsroom. Arwen should have your next assignment. Wait! What do you have there? Reception bot is pretty perceptive. Good thing you conveniently stashed the fugitive pilot bot in engineering during that last scene transition. Is that a seed? I'm not sure you should be picking up things you find at scenes. Yeah, that's how you get, like, invasive species. But now that you're in for a penny, I guess go see security bots. They fancy themselves a bit of a gardener bot. Maybe they could identify it for you. Who's security? You security? Joe Q Anomaly. Would you look at that? A Trebla, the blue jewel of the Dorp system. The very cradle of humanity. Well, we first gazed up at the stars and dreamed of rising to meet them some cycle. And now I live those dreams daily. Zipping through the cosmos like I own him in turn. I'm Joe Q Anomaly, pilot of the scanner. I'm one of the best flyers in the system, if I do say so myself. The Trebla, I thought it was called Humania. Humania is what all the aliens call it. Because that's where humans are from. Most humans call them the planet a Trebla. Not sure why exactly, come to think of it. If you're here, who's flying the ship? Oh no! I got distracted by the endless beauty of space again. Gosh, I gotta go before we crash. Just kidding. Don't worry, kid. We got a whole crew on the bridge. I'm pretty sure that's just a joke from Firefly. Quite sure it was. Be careful not to become interstellar BuzzFeed. I mean, BuzzFeed's profitable. We're running a company here, man. Gotta get dem clicks. Clicks mean we get paid. Why a robot needs to be paid is unclear, but you know, it's fine. Like, I think that's why they want to use ChatGPT for the news, because they don't have to pay it. Presumably somebody has to get paid somewhere along the line, but not reporters. Like they don't need like jobs or roofs over their heads or food or anything. It's fine. It's fine. They can live without that. We'll just get a robot to do it. Not that I have any strong opinions on AI. You should come up and see us sometime. Will you teach me how to fly the ship? Well, you're here as a journalism intern, not a flight cadet. But I like that gumption, kid. Maybe when nobody's looking, you can take the reins for a hot minute. See how you do? That's how I learned. You can read all about that and more soon, actually. I'm about to self-publish the second volume of my memoir. It's called Nominal Anomaly, The Living Legend of Joe. I'll definitely pick up a copy. That's what I like to hear. Thank you, kid. Just for that, I'll autograph your copy for free. It usually costs a bundle. A token from a legend shouldn't be cheap. It cheapens the legend. And maybe we'll get to have an adventure or two while you're aboard. If things get exciting enough, you might even make it into Volume 3. Okay, well, you're not the security guy. Are you the security guy? What is taking your editor-in-chief so long? Who wants a seed? Do you want a seed? Here, have a seed. Your crewmate, known only as the mechanic, seems to be engaged in a conversation with one of the shuttle bots. There's a lot of gesturing going on. No other 34th chewing. Oh, run. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, really? You show me then if you're so smart. Beep, 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 beep. Huh, I didn't think of that. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, that's over the line. Beep, beep. You understand this? Of course I understand, Shuttlebot. You don't? Beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, not this again. Beep. Sorry about that. They're all fired up right now, but don't take it personally. I don't speak Shuttlebot. Beep, 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 beep. No, I'm sure they didn't fall off the assembly line and have their central processor run over by a forklift. There's one of the new interns. Don't have any bot languages installed. Huh. Well, unless you have a keen interest in ventilation systems, you probably don't want to know what they're saying anyway. Beep, 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 beep. It's a good point, but I'm guessing the intern bot here isn't into fuel injection pumps either. Beep, 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 beep. That's not nice. Say something nice, I don't say anything. Beep, 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 beep. There you go. They said despite your poor design, you seem somewhat adaptable. Thanks. Mechanic shrugs. You can't take what you can get with these bots. I want someone who's going to take this seed. I want to know what it is for. And then probably wrap up this demo. I think it's time to move on to a new thing. I don't know that finding the seed is all that vital either, to be honest, but we're here now. Ooh! There's a gelatinous pupper. Oh boy, so many... Ah, gardener. There's a garden. Is the gardener in the garden? There are so many people to see and so many things to interact with. That's a bunch, really. Security bot! You must be a reporter bot. I remember your face from the clearance manifest. I know you can't access the bridge, even though it's super cool in there. I am security bot, the scanner security bot. Steadfast, upright, always noticing things. Speaking of which, I notice you have a seed. May I take it a closer look? May I take a closer look? Take it a closer look? The security bot snatches the seed from you without waiting for a response. Hey, that was rude. My ship, my rules. I do not tell you how to use a colon. You do not tell me how to do a security check. Security bot inspects the seed closely. A small scanner runs red lasers over the seed's craggy surface. How bizarre. What is it? It appears to be a wallowing weeper seed, a rare genus of cactoid. The wallowing weeper stores rainwater in its hollow top. When it has collected too much water, it leaks, appearing to almost cry. This is why it has the name Wallowing Weeper. Security bot cradles the seed in their metal hand gently. I must plant this in the garden immediately. Go ahead. I would have taken it regardless of your answer, but thank you. Just take a look around you. This was once a vibrant, space-bound conservatory. It housed some of the rarest flora in the solar system. I would restore the garden to its former glory, but I never leave the ship. Will you collect more seeds for me on your assignments? It does not seem like a priority. Of course, you can always ignore my request. Perhaps you are content with this ugly room. The others are. But if you do collect seeds abroad, seek me out. Depending on the cycle, I patrol all over the ship. But I will always find time to tend to this garden. Always. Alright. Right. Let's go talk to Boss Man. Maybe. Oh, so many other people to talk to. He seems important. If I stop to talk to all those people, we'll be here all day. Is there like... Well... Interact with the gelatinous pupper. You see something suspended in this dog-shaped mound of goo. It almost looks like an old camera lens. The goo's tail wags. It is a dog. Sentient oozy glop dog. Glop dog. The name tag on its collar reads Puff Piece. Pet Puff Piece. Appreciative gurgle. Puff sure likes it like pats. Scratch behind the ears. As you scratch, Puff reflexively starts kicking their leg. The lens shakes out. It's dripping with goo when you pick it up. Puff's tail wags gloppily. You've clearly made a friend. Oh, this is not the boss's office, this is a toilet. I mean, there's our boss man. We saw him before. We know he's the boss man. You approach the two Zeal already in conversation. Arwen has your assignment, but you don't know who they're talking to. The rest is all fluff and broccoli. But somebody's got to write this stuff, even just to fill the hollow columns. As long as it's not me. You got my last one good. You got my last good one. I did make you cover the Humanian shoe exhibit, so it's only fair. They don't seem to notice you yet. Reprint broccoli? Not literal broccoli, that's what I call boring stories that have to be covered. Slim pickings left for your assignment this cycle, I'm afraid. Oh, where's my goop right now? I don't think you've met the other intern. This is Yar Parn. I started shortly before you. Yar, this is Reporterbot. Hi. Nice to meet you. Yeah, same to you, I guess. Better get back to work. Good luck with your assignment. Yar clearly thinks you don't have your sarcasm detection module booted up. I was being harsh about the quality of the current assignments. Covering boring stories and fluff is a rite of passage, in a way. You need to take a nothing assignment and find why it matters. More often than not, a good reporter will come back with something fresh. Which is why this cycle I'm asking you to cover the Humania Intersolar Cat Show. Every human year, the cat fanciers of a Trebla hold the Intersolar Cat Show. It's a celebration of cat breeds found across the Dorp system. On the surface, this is a bad assignment. But for a good reporter, this topic has all sorts of potential. Okay, let's do it. Cat show. Yar, you're still here? I just had to see what you were giving them. It was worse than I ever even hoped. You'll have your fair share of cat shows too, Yar. I know, but not this cycle. Good luck, robot. You'll need it. Head down to Shuttle Bay when you're ready to go. Alright. That is where I am going to leave that. We did an assignment. We have seen the thing. I am enjoying this. Let me quickly check. Like I say, this kind of was definitely like... Okay, no, it is just the demo that's available right now. It's on Steam, it is saying available 2024. I didn't dig too deeply. I wasn't 100% entirely certain whether they'd like dropped the entire game as part of LudoNarraCon. No, they just dropped a demo and the announcement of the game to coincide with LudoNarraCon. I definitely intrigued by this. This got a lot of potential. It's got investigation, which is kind of my jam. It's got a cool style. It's got a neat premise. I think it could go somewhere quite cool. This is my jam. I will definitely want to take a look at this when it actually comes out. This is like, if you just start digging through like all of my reviews, you'd find like I do have a weird like bias towards fellow traveler stuff, but like they make a lot of games that are kind of my wheelhouse, and also they're way better than a lot of people at getting review copies into your hands before the game actually comes out. So credit to them on many fronts there. So that's, if you're ever wondering why do I cover so much fellow traveler stuff, yeah, this would be it. So that's Times in Galaxy. What are we doing next? Right, currently installed, that's tantalizing me. I got Locomotive, which is a murder mystery on a train. I like trains, I like murder mysteries. That's got all the hallmarks of being something good for me. Mythwrecked looks mildly charming about becoming shipwrecked on an island populated with Greek gods. I mean, I liked Hades. Hades was great. I don't know that it's Hades, but like, you know, dig some Greek gods. Speaking of gods, we also got Stray Gods. The role-playing musical seems interesting. Do Not Feed the Monkeys 2099. I played the original. Got the whole new thing now. Can't remember. I remember enjoying the original. I don't remember a lot of detail about the original, so don't know how well I could like weigh the two up against each other. Mid-Autumn looks stylish as all heck. Roguelike dungeon crawlery thing, I think, if memory serves. Coffee Talk Episode 2. I enjoyed Coffee Talk Episode 1. It's not the most compelling game gameplay-wise. Chatting to Gablin about this last night, and he was like, yeah, no, there's nothing to do. And it's like, yeah, it's a visual novel. Like, if you're wanting, like, deep strategy and, like, powerful, engaging gameplay loops, visual novel's probably not the genre to be looking for it in. But I take a good visual novel, and Coffee Talk was a good visual novel. Death Trick Double Blind, also, I think, murder mystery investigative kind of thing, I think. It's like, I caught this on Twitter at some point, and it looked super stylish. Dig that. I don't know what the sort of intended pronunciation or like how you're supposed to say this game, but 1000 times resist. I don't know, it keeps popping up on my radar variously, either social medias and or emails. I feel like at some point I should relent and actually have a look at what that actually is. Any preferences? Any weighing in? If not, maybe we'll just go down the list and I don't know, what do I want to play most of that lot? Probably Mid-Autumn, Locomotive, or Death Trick are probably highest up my list of priorities. Maybe I go... Let's go Mid-Autumn. Let's go if it's a roguelike thing, then in theory it should just be like a quick play, die, do it again kind of thing. So like you should be able to like achieve a taster of it in a fairly short span of time. Let me get... Come on, can I get the game? Mid-Autumn. Yeah, there we go, Mid-Autumn. Mid-Autumn is currently in early access. The game is in development, so story and gameplay may change, may see bugs, blah, 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 blah. Game includes 3 out of 5 biomes. Much to discover. Control support experimental. Parts of the UI might not support controllers. That's fine. I'm just going to play keyboard and mouse. Saving is untested. Pressing M 5 times will open up a debug menu. get. Let's get that down to a sensible level, yes. That's better. Should be able to hear me now. Ooh, very, very tweakable difficulty sliders. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, I would be wary of overcomplicating things. I think the sort of people who want an easier mode probably don't want like a hyper fine-grained easier mode. It's probably just like an easy mode, but like the fact the option is there is quite nice. Like, I mean, if you're not a game designer, you probably aren't going to be super familiar with like how changing any given number on that list would affect things overall. You're like, oh, how easy is 110% health, 150% health, 200% health? Like, yeah, like it's kind of those things that like unless you got a frame of reference for that, like maybe you like trying to balance somebody else's game is something maybe best left to people who balance the game in the first place. I don't know. Maybe we leave them as is and just hop on in and see what our vanilla challenge level is anyway. Empty saves lot.
College without a single internship, I needed some time to figure out my next steps. So I decided to visit my grandmother in my father's hometown of Nambo Key, California, to see if I could crash there for a while. When my grandmother mentioned I'd have to pay rent, I thought I'd be running errands across town. Instead, she gave me something called the Lunar Staff and introduced me to a talking terracotta statue. Oh, and also the spirit world is real, and I'm its guardian, and its entrance is in our basement.
So, you know, usual stuff. Terracotta warrior. Statuesque mentor. Not everyone is able to move in this cursed place. Either succeed here or I have to find a job in the city. I'll try to make this guardian thing work. If you have the metal to proceed, then I will guide you. Advance. Whew. Okay, I can move. Pick up reward. Got a thing. Got 50 things. Excellent. Done well, and you will draw blood before meeting your final fate in the earth. Just move quickly if you want to survive. Move and dash across chasms. No? Why is that not? Oh, space. Literally pressing shift instead of space. Cannot read a tutorial box to save my life. We gained a golden mustache. Why not? Lunar Stone provides blood for every being in this realm. It is the heart, and all of us are merely its capillaries. This Luna's blood looks kind of dangerous. Should I avoid it? The weapon seems to be responding to the energy. It should absorb any lunar blood that gets too close. In fact, let's absorb the lunar blood in this room before we move on. What we really want to avoid are the pests the lunar blood will attract. What? Oh, okay. There we go. Got a mustache. These creatures cannot be harmed by either sword nor spear. Guess I just die then? In the last room, the lunar blood seemed to empower your weapon. I've got an idea. Allow your staff to absorb the energy within the room, then reflect the power back upon your enemies.
Hey, give me a second to figure this out.
Collect lunar blood, then left click to attack. Okay. Okay, cool. Sure. Hooray! I did the thing. Did it. Oh. Ah, I see that was a pickup. Right. I was correct. The lunar blood in these chambers powers your staff's attacks. But alas, there is no energy to be found in this room. Unless the lunar staff cares not where this energy comes from. Maybe I can absorb this creature's own attack and reflect it back. Enemy ranged attacks also give you lunar blood that power your own attacks. Okay. So... Wait, so if I just absorb enemy attacks... What? Can they not harm me if I'm just absorbing their attacks? How are the things that are attacking me also my ammunition? What? I don't get this. Also, where'd the guy go? Oh, he's in the corner, right. Yay, I'm good at the game. I don't know what I'm doing, but apparently I'm good at the game. The energy in this place protects its own, but harms the living. Only 5 seconds within your body, and already the lunar blood has rotted. The lunar staff can make use of rotten blood, but it will extract a toll on your health. A grenade is only useful when it is thrown quickly. Collected lunar blood turns rotten after 5 seconds. Attacking with rotten lunar blood will reduce your health. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not taking damage from them. Okay. Is it vulnerable now?
Gotta break their shield. Gotta break their shield. Gotta break their shield.
Yo, tutorialize me again? Collecting lunar blood turns rotten. But, like, do I want to do that? I mean, it's kind of explaining it to me, so... Man, it hurt. Didn't take the shield down, though. What was that about grenades? Oh. Oh, okay. I guess I have to, like, hit it once, let the shield fade, and then fire the second one. Just firing too quick. If you survive this place, then we will speak later. For now, just focus on helping me find the sovereign of this place. This journal was once his, now it's yours. Study it. You owe me that much for getting you this far. Also, like, still not really getting the sort of combat of this, in the sense that, like, you do just absorb the enemy attacks. Which means, like, they're not actually harmful to you. They're not attacks. They're just ammo. Okay? I got it. It's a book. It's pretty empty. Yes. Okay, cool. I don't know how I left the book. I was just mashing things and it disappeared. Yay. There's a lot of magical energy coming from that door. Better not touch it. 50 of the things. Sure. Ooh. This enemy looks almost like a regular person. I can hear you. Oh, that's... If you can understand me, could I persuade you not to attack me? No, I don't think you could. Oh, that's worth a shot. Take heed. The stress from that last attack rotted the lunar blood while it was passing through your heart. Oh, so you absorb the thing, but if they, like, melee you while you have lunar blood, it becomes rotted, and then when you fire, it hurts you, and I guess that's how we take damage? This condition is known as lunar rot. If left untreated, death is imminent. With practice, you will learn to thrive even under the rot's effect. A warrior becomes deadliest on their last legs. Even a drop of fresh lunar blood will prevent the rot's harm, and your strongest attacks are now easier to perform. Okay. To prevent further rot, avoid harm while carrying fresh lunar blood and carry no more than 5 drops. I don't quite grasp what he was telling me was going on there, but there we go. Go. Give me some fresh. There we go. Ow. I guess I just don't... Yeah, I can carry extra. I mean, it's not hurting me to have this one on me. Just if I try and fire while I'm carrying it, it hurts. So I need to... Ah! Oh no, I've got two now. I do need to keep it fresh. But if he hits me while my pockets are full of it, then my entire collection is going to get rotted. And then every shot. So, okay, so that is a pretty unique and interesting mechanic, actually. Ow. So I need to never have full, otherwise I will get completely rotted. And if I carry 5 rotted ones, I can't fight without hurting myself. So you always want that ammo, but you don't want to be, like, risking... There's an interesting balance there, yeah. You don't want to risk, like, being in a position where you can't attack. You also want to have room to capture more energy to be able to deal with the effects. Ah! Come on! Fire at me. Ow. Not like that. So I only got 1. He's not attacking me with his ranged attacks. It's like he knows I'm going to use it against him. Come on.
Get out of here.
Ow. Nope. Nope. So little damage. So I can only do it once every while. Just get 1 there, fine. Oh, gross. Ow, why would I... Okay, yeah, like, just let me do more damage, I think, with the rotted stuff, but... Ow. That's not good. Why have I got a yellow chunk of health? What's the yellow health about? Oh, yes. 5 shots, 5 shots. Let's make them count.
Get out of here.
Ow. We are both critical. Ugh. Probably get away with one attack, maybe. Might count.
I'm a bit winded.
There we go. Woo! Dan, randomly showed me your live stream. Did you used to make Spiral Knights videos years ago? Yes, yes I did. Hi. Thanks for coming back to see what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, Spiral Knights. I did that for like 3 years? Which means it's been like 6 years since I did that, I guess. Yeah, like most of my audience that I built on YouTube was from Spiral Knights, and it's not been the easiest trying to pivot to something else, I'm gonna be honest. But also, if I'd stuck with Spiral Knights, I don't know what the heck I'd be doing these days, because they haven't done anything noteworthy or meaningful with the game in the last 6 years that I'm aware of. So people are always like, "Oh, I want you to keep making it." Lots of people are like, "Keep making videos, keep doing it, keep doing it." I'm like, but. It's the same few events over and over again. Like, there's not much more to say than, yep, Turtle Drones are back. Yep, the Halloween ghost cat thingy's back. There's a cake festival, isn't there, around birthday time each year. Like, it's pretty consistent. Like, great little game for a while, but, like, once you have done everything, and believe me, I have 100% of the achievements on Steam for it. I played plenty of that game. Yeah, after a while, I was like, kind of nothing more really going on. Like, it does need an active... It needs a developer who doesn't want to just, like, be like a caretaker. You need a developer who actively wants to build and grow the game to provide a fresh flow of content to it in order to, like, do anything with it. As it is, it's just basically, yeah, it's more of a museum kind of artifact these days. Like, I'm very glad that it's still there for people to enjoy, and I'm glad that games do get supported in that way, but, like, for an active player base to stick with it and keep playing it, you need something. Oh, you have bested me. His voice sounds like it's coming from all around me. No matter, I will regain my form, and I will not make the mistake of underestimating you again. And should you return, I will be here to face you once more. Sorry about that, Mr. Spirit. This is kind of my job now. And this is my job. Cool. Do I get any health back for beating him? Wooded Refuge. Ah, okay. Right. I'm not going to last very long here, am I? Ow. Nope. No, I'm not. Amazing game for its time, though, back in there. Yeah, yeah.
I'm back.
Right.
I'll be back.
Is that Grandma? Okay, little pixel art burbs that fly away when you run near them is quite cute. Accept a free bike. Woo! Is that shift and move? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Well, I actually sure exactly specifically how I got that to work, but it did. Pressing shift didn't immediately work. Ooh, there's jumps. That's jumps. Cool. Oh, also, you can't stop on a bike. Well, until you drive into a wall. Oh, you can. It's got a stopping distance. Okay. There's a little bike on the roof. Is it a bike shop? Oh, it was space, not shift. Ah, I see. I must have hit space by mistake. Yeah, space toggles the bike, not shift. I keep doing that today. I keep pressing shift when it is space to do things. Spirit World entrance. Sorry, what? 1.5 miles?
Here goes nothing.
Oh, okay. So you survived. Disappointed? No, for you proved yourself admirably. I also died in there. Most warriors do. If your plans don't involve dying, become familiar with avoiding the lunar rot. Once it takes hold of you, your time in the spirit world is numbered. Let's try triggering it on purpose, here, safely. During her tenure, your grandmother would say it was the most vital information a practitioner can wield. Grandmother said that? Why can't she tell me herself? Practice the 2 ways of triggering lunar rot, so that you can progress further. Collect fresh lunar blood, and then get hurt while carrying fresh lunar blood, which gives you lunar rot. Okay, cool. Okay. And then I can purge lunar rot. Yeah, okay. Ah, if you hold too much. Okay. So yeah, you can constantly managing the amount you've got, because if you pick up too much. Why am I taking damage here then? Okay. Get out of here. Oh, the damage I took was from the spikes, I guess. Picking up the lunar rot and purging it didn't, like, actually clear that out. We're going back in, aren't you? Yeah, that's why I'm back here. No matter how many times I have to get knocked out, Grandmother wants these caves squeaky clean. Being able to accept your defeat makes you better than most warriors I've met. How many warriors have you met? I was produced alongside 800 others in my district. Why? It's nothing. What is your name? It's Robin. I will not forget, Robin. Range training and close range training. Ah. Okay, fine. Let's go in.
Here goes nothing.
Got a gift. What is this gift box? As my hand brushes the outside of the box, 2 ancient-looking spirits burst into view around it. You've gone too far this time, brother. And I would appreciate it if you butt out of my business, sister. I thought these guys might be dangerous, but they're just bickering? Have they even noticed me? You there, the peasant. Is he talking about me? Eyes, up here. Finally. We're not going to drag another child into one of our scuffles. Seichoi? I don't know how you pronounce that. You do remember what happened to the last client? That was a fluke. This one would be perfectly fine, I'm sure of it. Wait, the last client? What happened? I'm not interested in your wager. Sounds like a loser's admission. They're just ignoring me. This is better than fighting each other directly. After all, we don't get any more chances at this whole unlife thing. The rule's the same. We offer gifts to the peasant and see which one they will accept. Can I accept neither? No. He's serious. He will buy a way forward otherwise. Considering that, I know you will make the right choice. Whose gift do we want? Full house. Attacking with full ammo shields you temporarily. 3-second shield. If you might. But you're playing with danger there because you need to, like, tiptoe around the edge of getting the rot. Courtesy gift. Send a homing attack when you take damage. But then that involves taking damage. I don't like either of these. Now the perfectionist. Wenya was the most powerful when she held every playing card in her hands. Whether it's in business or in relationship, Seishoi never allows a slight to go unrewarded. Sure. Ooh, things. Two of the things. I have no idea what that is. Oh, we can go around smashing all the things like it's Zelda. Oh, I see. Oh, now I have to go and smash everything. Alright, let's do it. Ow. Ow. You're actually kind of incentivized to not hold the ammo. Or hoard it, because, like, obviously, yeah. If you take damage while you don't have ammo, you just take damage. If you take damage while you have ammo, you're getting the Lunar Rot as well. Interesting. Neat, and it's got its own little twist on things. I mean, most of it's just a chamber, you know, go chamber to chamber, shoot the things, pick up the things, like, ow. I don't know why I'm firing because I got this bloody purple ammo, and I don't want to fire purple ammo. I shouldn't be doing that. Wait. Was that is a critical random chance, or do you get bonus damage for doing it at point blank? So you kind of got like shockwave at the start of the bolt. That's good. I don't know if this game is featuring a lot of, I'm just going to generically and broadly say Asian mythology or culture. Chinese, question mark? I should really look into it a bit more. Clearly it's got names I can't pronounce, and I should definitely do more research into this, because that's kind of interesting that it's not... Ow. Oh, that's a spike trap. Okay, noted. It is not your traditional sort of Western... Ow! Sort of Western-themed whatever. Like, it's nice to see new cultures represented in games. If nothing else, because it makes me interested to go, oh, well, actually, I kind of want to learn a bit about this now, because I don't know anything about this. Can I step on that now, or will it still hurt me? I can just grab that. I don't need to step on it. Oh boy. Can I have that? Oh, okay, I think, yes, you can. Once the level's over, you can step on those. Good.
Over here.
Ah, okay. Having 3 Lunar Rot means I only need 2 ammo to get the shield, though.
Yes. Oh, I'm not broke.
Actually, I'm getting a shield even when I fire a single bullet, actually, though. That's weird. What are you? Upgrade gifts. Oh, well, I've only got the one. Attacking with full ammo shields you temporarily 3.5 seconds. Okay. I'm not sure why it seemed to be shielding me for attacking with, frankly, what I thought was only 4 ammo. But, okay. Oh, I didn't even realize I've got a whole other right-click ability. I should probably take advantage of that. Okay. I see increase. Okay. Okay. These are upgrades. Purge Lunar Rot for 25. gain a treasure chest for 100. Increase max health for 125. I have 50. Jing, the shopkeeper. Are you a customer? Maybe. What do you have to sell? Oh, heavens, you're a real customer. Thank you so much for coming here. Well, it's not like I really chose to come here, but I'm glad you're happy. My name is Robin. My name is Jing, and I promised to sell you my wares at a fair price. I mean, I didn't come here expecting you to rip me off. That's a huge relief. What kind of stuff do you have here? She takes out a sheet of paper from her pocket and reads off of it. I carry all sorts of products that should be useful to anyone who's adventuring in this dungeon. Powering up your stuff with jade rings or Chang's tears. Heal yourself with the restorative power of ginseng. Gold psyche? Makes for great souvenirs for your loved ones. Looks like she's been bursting sale all that for a while. No promises, but I'll take a look around. Just take as much time as you need. First time customers receive a one-time gold paper bundle on the house. Ah, gold paper is what that is. Okay, cool. So I can have... Okay. Purge my LudoNarraCon, which, yeah, probably should do that. Yeah, to be fair. What's in the box? Oh no! I got it! Is it... Oh. Offer gift. Oh, I see. Sorry. Oh, these are gifts to give to people. I guess we get started by offering gifts to people. Do we offer the gift to the shopkeeper? No, hang on to that. I hear a high-pitched squeak. What is that? Some kind of bird? And those paw prints are huge. Ah, what? No! Screw you. Oh my god, I have 5 LudoNarraCons. Oh no. Well, it's gonna make life hard. Oh, there's one of those things that's dubious again. Are these guys... Wait, do I deal damage when I... Okay. That's interesting. But dashing is considered a type of attack. But it doesn't consume any lunar orbs. Okay, so dashing counts as an attack, but doesn't consume any orbs, so it doesn't actually damage me because I'm not trying to consume the rotten orbs. Rotten blood, or whatever. And because it's an attack while I have full ammo, it's shielding me, which actually feels reasonably powerful. The enemies in this room already had wounds. Someone or something must have come through here minutes before me. Yeah, I'll take one of those, thank you, yes. That is, yeah, much appreciated right now. Twinkle, twinkle. Hunter's chamber. Okay. This room is filled with spirits, but for once they don't seem hostile. An old man sits in a corner petting a creature I haven't seen before. Hello, I was told I could find the sovereign of this place. Could that be you? No, sovereign's here. You're headed in the right direction, but I'm a bit older than the one you're looking for. They're younger than you? That's right. They're what you'd call a prodigy. What does that make you? A hunter of sorts. Of spirits, like the ones you see here. And you're on a hunt of your own, aren't you? The sovereign. I don't know if grandmother would like us using the word hunt. Well, I wouldn't want to upset your grandmother, but I can only help people who are hunting something in the spirit world. So whenever you find this room, we'll just refer to it as a hunt, and I won't ask too many questions. All right? Okay. Except Hunter's shield, face cuddler. Except Hunter's sword, face cuddler. Sure. Like, what has this done for me? Oh, now we've got 2 options of routes to go when you get to see the reward, which actually suddenly feels really Hades. I don't know what that is. Let's go in here. Okay, I'm down with the Hades vibes. I'm very on board with the Hades vibes. Ow, ow, oh my god. Ow, god, the spikes. Ow, Jesus. Oh no, I don't like this room at all. This room is bad. Oh man. Okay. Have a thing. What happens to the last person you were helping out? He blew himself to bits while carrying Wenye's gift. He's carrying both our gifts. Stop misrepresenting the truth. I've spoken no lies. Omissions are lies. Hey, okay. Same thing. Or your strong attack deals damage over time. Ooh, it's an epic one. This is rare. Okay. Oh, they got like a little star rating system in the corner. Cool. Okay. Oh, so shield duration 4.5 seconds. Oh, so it is actually quite a bit like Hades in the upgrade system, in that you get different strengths of upgrades. I mean, I don't think... On the one hand, I love Hades, and I'm quite happy to see somebody sort of borrow elements of it because it worked really well. Hades was a great game. But also, like, I don't think you want to go up against Supergiant Games. Like, they've got another Hades in the works. Like, I wouldn't be trying to make a game that competes with Hades. Like, you just don't want to do that. Because, like, they're really good at what they do. And they built up a lot of experience and knowledge. Like, all of their games are always, and have always been, iterative. Every single game has built on the previous one. And they've been doing it long enough to really, really have a handle on how to make a really great game these days. Just please don't. Game devs, don't try and stack yourself up against Hades, my word. Woo! Passionate Flame, your strong attack deals damage over time. Yeah, that's fine. What is his story behind that? Seishiro is known for his bold strategies in life, though the full consequences would not be felt until many years after his death. Sure. That one. What is my strong attack? I presume the right click. So we can have a little purple thing? Or a bag of stuff. That's like a gift, isn't it? Let's get a gift. I want gifts. Debtor's Ritual. How curious. Robin, I'm going to join you with this chamber. Try to only attack the creatures I've attacked first. You're coming in person? Should I be worried? Not just yet. In fact, perhaps I should be impressed that we'll need to cover this part of your training so early. I'm gonna lie, what you just said is far more concerning than just saying no. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Which ones has he attacked? The ones with the marks over them? Ow. I haven't got anything to attack with! There's no blood.
Get out of here!
How I attack? There's no ammo! There's no ammo in that room! I mean, there was, and then I used it, and then, like, it was gone. There's still nothing in the journal. Ah, it's Maggie. Oh, you got clubbed again. Yes, grandmother. Yeah, you'll get the hang of crowd control eventually. There's oh god, try and pronounce food names now. Zongzi? I don't know. Zongzi on the patio table if you want some. Thanks. You got that look in your eye, like you want to say something. Speak up, child. Why me? You just told me about the existence of magic 24 hours ago. Now you're making me fight real demons? Surely there's someone out there who's a better fit for the job. If you don't want to work, then you can find your own apartment. I'll go clear out the pests. Would you like a gift? This is for you. Oh, didn't even say thank you. Get yourself some refreshments. I think you like what we have in stock today. Ah, okay. This is what we spend our these things on. Has a strong flavor. Has a refreshing flavor. I don't know. Do I want to be stronger? Let's be stronger. Take it this is like a temporary buff for the next run? Sounds like.
The town's still waking up.
I mean, I'm not really quite grasping the... Hey. Every single video game needs to have a petting the animals thing in it these days. Them's the rules now. I mean, like, it's very charming, but that one Twitter account has got a tremendous amount to answer for in the world of game dev at this point. Good lord. Yeah, like, you seem to, like, wake up in a different location each time? Ooh, oh yeah, I got my bike. I don't quite get the rhyme or reason as to why. A lunar stone, immense conduit of magical energy, right here in Grandmother's backyard. What's in here? Statue two Chinese railroad workers. Nambo Key was founded during the California Gold Rush by immigrants. Back then, this building was the town's fish market. I mean, I am digging this game so far. Like, I'm confused. The pixel art style is charming but very busy. So I'm very confused as to what I'm doing a lot of the time. The combat style I have not got the hang of at all yet, and I would like to hope spending more time with it would sort of ease that up. I don't know whether I'm doing better or worse than should be expected for 2 runs into a roguelike. I mean, this seems pretty standard of sort of go in, struggle, figure it out, get some upgrades, get better at it, get good as it were, and improve. Yeah, so more runs would be required, I think, to like figure out whether I actually suck at the game or whether it's just sort of learning the ropes. But thus far, like, I don't feel like I've done well at all. So yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. As long as he eaten, great. I don't know what that did. Yeah, I'm going to leave this here and move on to the next game. Yeah, we've done a couple runs. I feel like that's given us a taster. I think I probably will play a bit more of this, just because, like, it intrigues me enough that I want to give it more of a chance. But like, not here and right now. We have looked at it, so I'm going to exit to menu, do it, hit space. That'll do it. Okay. And out. Soundtrack, also great. Enjoyed the soundtrack. Right, what else have we got available to us? We were looking at Death Trick. Let's do Death Trick. What time are we on? Okay. Probably got time to do Death Trick, and then I might wrap this up. I've played each of them for a little longer than I actually probably intended on. That's the way these things sometimes go. Anybody wants anything? Shout it out. Gonna do an evening stream. So I can make sure I've got things installed for that. Come on. Death Trick Double Blind Demo.exe. Hello, yes. Settings. Full screen. Yep, graphics maximum. Love it. Perfect. You can choose the font of the game. That's an odd option to have in a thing. I've never come across a game that let you choose the font. Right. Death Trick Double Blind. I don't know what to expect from this. Like, at some point, look, the thing with LudoNarraCon is there are a bunch of games, and I skim through them all and go, yeah, that looks good, 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 install a bunch of them, and then I have to sit down and go, yeah, I definitely remember I was interested in that game for a reason, but I don't remember what it was now. So I'm kind of here like, yep, this definitely caught my attention, but I can't remember specifically why. I think it's some sort of murder mystery, possibly. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, Genesee and Brandy. Very good. Cool. Love a good booze thing. I was going to call it a pun, but it's not even a pun, or it's not even a joke. It's just a thing. It's just a nod to a thing. New game. Let's find out what this actually is. Morgan, it's loud is what it is. I'm going to turn that down in OBS so I can get to a menu option. Oh boy. Boss reviews answers from Star Magician's disappearance. Okay. Yeah, missing person. Cool. Good. Yes, we're doing detective things. Something's going on in the circus. Kind of got all the energy of like an anime intro without being a full-ass like anime intro. Alright, this is it. I have to make it work. Come in. Mr. Morgan? An older gentleman sits behind the desk, so engrossed in the documents that he didn't look up when I came in. Mr. Jones, I've been expecting. He stopped halfway through his sentence when he looked up from the desk. Oh, sorry, wasn't expecting other visitors. Moses Morgan is the owner of Morgan's Traveling Circus. It seems like you have me at a disadvantage, Miss... Jacqueline, but you can call me Jackie. Alright, Miss Jackie, is there anything I can do for you? Sometimes conversations can feel like a battle, and you need all the weapons in your arsenal. A good conversationalist can wield every piece of weapon in their collection to do a variety of things. Ask questions, give answers, present evidence, spread gossip. This is your collection. Everything you need for conversation can be found here, separated into 3 categories: information, item, and people. When the collection screen comes up, click these tabs on the top to sift through the categories. From there, click on a piece of item and click question mark to inquire about that topic and advance the conversation. Later, you'll be able to inquire everyone about everything in your collection. But for now, focus on answering the other party's questions and keeping the conversation flowing. Okay. Can we get that audio way down? So I have to like tweak it in the old OBS. Cool, that seems about right. Right, so we can inquire, we can talk to him about items, and we can talk to him about people. Let's ask him about the situation in the circus. Since the disappearance of the circus star magician, the amazing Hattie, Morgan's Traveling Circus has been put under the spotlight as newspapers are speculating on the disappearance and customers are demanding ticket refunds. Sure. Actually, the right question to ask is there anything I can do for you? Excuse me? Your circus is in a tough place. He narrowed his eyes for a second, but seemed to decide against speaking. Instead, he leaned back into his chair and crossed his arms, waiting for me to speak. Apparently space hides the text. Huh, fair enough. And also, let's crank that up a little bit. It's very, very fine-grained, the options here. A good thing, I think, probably. I must be careful here. Your star performer has been missing for a week. People are talking, the papers are speculating, your customers are protesting. You sold your tickets on the promise of seeing a show from the amazing Hattie, the greatest female magician of the decade, but no one got to see her perform. It's the weekend and the big show is coming up. If she still fails to show up... He cuts me off, his sharp gaze cutting into my pupil. Miss Jackie, why are you here? Right. I, Jackie, am a magician, a new one, freshly out of apprenticeship and back from where I studied magic in Europe. My signature trick is a telepathy act. Is it real or fake? People often ask, well, if I can give you the right answers, does it matter if it comes from a mystical power or just some good old human trickery? Got a letter from Hattie. Jay, something's going on in the circus. I need you to watch out. If something happens to me in Tolgi, please go to my... Tolgi? Please go to my place. I can't say more right now, but please, the show has to go on. The amazing Hattie. A small pistol with a custom-made silver-plated handle. It's small enough to be strapped to someone's thigh and be hidden under a long coat. Or a dress. Jacqueline. So Hattie literally wrote to me personally because she thought something would go down. And she said, take her place. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Introduce myself, I guess. I'm here to audition, of course. You're here to audition. Uh-huh. For the magician job. Yes. I'm a magician, and... He didn't let me finish that sentence. You said your name was Jackie. Never heard of a magician with that name. And you know every magician in the country? More or less. If someone like you appeared, I'd have heard by now. We've got a lot of female magicians, and that mask on your face is practically asking for gossip. Small circle, huh? I get it. The Europeans are the same way. So you are European. European. Stumbling over my words today. So you are European, but your accent... Well, I was born and raised in the States, but I left with my master to France to study magic with him. That was, 5-6 years ago? Oh god, I was just a stupid girl who wants to learn magic. Now I'm still a stupid girl, but at least I know how to do magic. Anyways, where was I? Yes, we toured Europe for a few years, but then the war happened. My family was worried about me, insisted on calling me back, so here I am. I promise you I am au fait with everything magic. I'm a professional. So, you need a magician quick? I am one. Wondrous coincidence, wouldn't you say? Yes, what a coincidence. You'll have to forgive me if I find it hard to believe that a replacement just showed up here and seems to know more about my business than I do. You won't even show your face. Ooh, wearing a mask. Mask is here for a reason. About the mask, it is here for a reason. I'll explain later. By then, you'll be the first one to stop me taking it off. Trust me. It will take some magic for that to happen. Well, that's what I'm here for. No offense, Miss Jackie, but I'm going to need something more than talk to convince me. I have a business to run and a reputation to uphold. How about this? You said you're here to audition? Do that. Show me an act of yours. The mind-reading act. Oh, that makes sense, of course. Well, I do your usual stuff, rabbits and hats, card tricks, escape acts, that sort of thing. But my specialty is in mind-reading. Mind-reading? Or a mind-reading act? If you're good enough, there won't be a difference. Try it. You want me to try it on you? You have my permission. Alright, here it goes. Well, I'm trying, but your energy is resisting. Right. I think I'm going to need a stronger connection. Can you give me your hands? He didn't say anything, just laid both of his arms atop the table. I grabbed his wrists. His eyes are calm, his pulse steady. Now say, abracadabra. Seriously? I need to come up with something better than that. See? Your energy. Resisting. Can't believe I'm going along with this. Fine. Abracadabra. Alright. Now I'm going to ask you a very simple question. You don't have to give me the answer, because I'm going to hear it when you think it. Sounds good? Go ahead. Are you sure? I can't control my powers, so if there's anything you don't want me to know, well, actually now you'll be thinking really hard about them. I've stared down the barrel of a rifle in the jaws of a tiger. I'm sure I can handle a little magic act. Alright, if you're sure. Here comes. Your magician, Hattie. How did she die? His hands in my palms jerked slightly. Seems like he caught his impulse to withdraw his hand. It was too late. In his initial surprise, his eyes flickered to my chest, giving him away. Something through the heart? A bullet? The corner of his mouth twitched. No. A knife. A knife through the heart. His face turned serious. How? Through mind reading, of course. Give me that. Well, did I pass your test? Why are you here? And don't tell me you're just looking for a job. There's a reason I didn't choose to look for a replacement. The amazing Hattie left behind some big shoes, or should I say big hats, to fill. Do you have any idea what the audience will say to anyone who tries to replace her at this point in time? I know all of that, but what if I told you she wants me to be here? Because I have a letter from her. I received this letter a few days ago. I came as soon as I could. Jay, something's going on in the circle. I need you to watch out if something happens to me. So I can't say amazing Hattie. Something's going on in the circle. Third time reading it? Sure has to go on, amazing Hattie. He pored over the letter, brows furrowed. A letter from Hattie. The amazing Hattie is the star magician of Morgan's travelling circus, until she disappeared earlier this week. What is she talking about? Something going on in the circus? Well, nothing's going on in my circus. If there's anything I'd surely know, wouldn't I? He swore under his breath. But this means she knew she was going to die. This means she knew she was going to die. Or at least she knew she was in danger. As much as it is hard to believe, you are right. But how is that even possible? Why didn't she do anything? His lips trembled. I can see the doubt and the disbelief on his usually impassive face. I feel bad for him, but can I truly rule out that he's the culprit? I cleared my throat, and as if that woke him up, he sat upright and his face returned to neutral. So, the show is coming up, and I think there's a reason Hattie called me to take her place. We have a great opportunity here. I'm afraid I don't quite understand. I'm sure you're a great magician, but at this point, I'm afraid no replacement can meet the audience's expectations. Well, good thing I'm not here to replace her then. I'm here to become her. Huh? Let's talk about the plan. What plan? How many people know about the truth of Hattie's disappearance? For now, only people working in the circus. Well, also the police. The police? What did they say? You call the police? And why are they not involved? What did they say? Well, you know them. If the news that a famous person is killed under their eyes gets out, it'd bring too much trouble to them. When we asked, they were all too happy to take the body away discreetly and pretend nothing ever happened to the public. Good. That's good. I mean, obviously it's not good for you that the Tolji police is useless. Well, unless you are the murderer, but good for the plan. Would you please just get to the point? Well, let's say, hypothetically, what if Hattie was not dead after all? I could pinpoint the exact moment his face switches from confusion to understanding. You are going to be Hattie. Let's say the reason for her disappearance is that her face got injured in a practice accident, and now she has to wear a mask to cover up the scars. You said I'd be the first one to stop you from taking it off. He let out an incredulous laugh. You had this all planned out from the beginning, don't you? Well, I am a magician. I'm not going to lie. To have Hattie come back, at least until we get the big shows out of the way, would certainly solve a lot of my problems right now. But I cannot in good conscience agree to this plan of yours. What? Sorry, what? Why? Come on, don't tell me you're sticking some bullcrap about not lying to the audience or something. In case you haven't noticed, deception is kind of the nature of our trade. No, well, that's not ideal, but I don't think it's breaking any non-existent code of ethics or anything. Then why in the world would you say no? Don't you enjoy being grilled by the press and customers? Do you enjoy being grilled by the press and customers every damn day? He crossed his arms. I don't know if this has occurred to you, Miss Jackie, but the killer is still out there. This crazy plan of yours will surely draw their attention, and therefore put you in mortal danger. Moral danger. You are worried about me? Oh, that's real sweet. Don't you worry about me. I can take care of myself. You don't understand. I will not have another death happen under my watch. Trust me, nothing is going to happen. How can you be so sure? Think about it. Whoever killed her was definitely counting on her to get out of the way for something. So my parents are going to put a wrench in their plan. Wait, hang on. I feel like I missed a line. Oh no! The mouse wheel also... No. Nope, that's autoplay. There we go. That's what I was trying to find. Whoever killed her was definitely counting on her to get out of the way for something. No, I did read that right. I didn't feel like that flowed properly. It was like, get her out of the way or something. For you, what do you do? I have no idea. You'd panic, scramble to come up with something new, right? That's when you make mistakes. Magicians should never do a trick when you think someone's seen through it. Do you want to, talk to everyone to see what their reaction is? How's that going to help? Mind reader here, remember? I'm not some detective with a magnifying glass concerned about footprints or crime scenes. I deal with matters of the heart. Whoever did this must have done so for a reason. Why? What was their relationship with Hattie? Did they feel guilty? Or cocky? Or relieved? One may keep the evidence of their crime hidden, but their heart will always remember what their mind has tried to forget. So if I ask them about Hattie, feelings will emerge. I think some interesting things might come up. Are you absolutely sure about this? I'm fully aware of the risks. Besides, who might throw away someone's dying wish? The show must go on, and when the person who walks in the shadows decides to come out, rest assured, I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve to deal with them. What, I'm carrying a gun? What should I say? Up my dress. Ooh. Oh my. Well, what are you? He quickly turned his head around to avoid looking. No, look. I tapped on the metal of the gun in my leg holster. Oh. Yep. What do you say? All right. With the first sign of trouble, I'm pulling you out. Awesome. Plan as a go. Now let's talk logistics. All right. First things first. This thing we're doing, I'll have to explain it to the rest of the crew. I know about Hattie, so it'll be crazy if they see you showing up out of nowhere. Of course, but you might as well leave out a few details. Yes, I'll just tell them it's my idea to get someone to play her to tie us over until the shows are finished. The switcheroo. I'm going to take Hattie's place by impersonating her. This will placate circus customers angry over Hattie's disappearance. Maybe, I think, draw out the person behind Hattie's death. Moses will tell performers that it was his idea to hire me. Second, I think you might pass as her from afar, but you're going to need everything on your side for everyone to believe it, especially with all the scrutiny you're going to be under. It will help if you're in something familiar. You'll need to change into her costume. I was going to ask you about that. You need to go find Alice, our mechanic. Your mechanic? Yes, Alice is in charge of our stage props and costumes. She also helps with pretty much everything that has to do with show arrangements. She's the only one besides the performers that knows what happened to Hattie. I'm sorry, but I really can't leave the office. I'm expecting someone important. I'll write you a note. She'll understand when she sees it. And here's a map. This time of day, Alice is definitely backstage. See the little tent right behind the big top? Just introduce yourself and she'll help you with the costume. She'll tell you everything you need to know for your performance tonight. I can do that. Now, for the last thing. It is absolutely imperative that you don't go wandering around in public areas before you're formally introduced to the audience. Got it? Can't spoil the surprise, right? We are walking a tightrope here, and we can't let anyone spot you in an uncontrolled environment. Of course. Is that all? Yes, get into costume, don't let the public spot you, and remember that the performers know about the ruse. If we can manage these things, maybe we'll manage to pull off this crazy plan of yours. You are a great magician in your own way. I'll take that as a compliment. It is. Alright, unless you have anything else to ask me, you need to be on your way. I'm enjoying this. I mean, so far, the present the thing to the people thing is clearly like, yeah, thus far been obviously very linear, but kind of it's just sort of leading you into using the system. But like, so far very stylish. I really like the noir kind of vibe we're getting from it. But like, then magic and circuses, kind of a cool, unique sort of angle to take for these things that I don't think many people really like use as like a genre theme. Go with theme. Ugh, my head hurts. Where am I? Alright, think. Someone clearly did this to me. I need to find them and do something. I need to figure out where I am and how I got here. First things first, I'm gonna need some pants. Really? Did I have to take my jacket and pants too? What was I wearing again? Shit, I can't remember. That can't be good. Why can't I remember? Is it a concussion? Whatever I was wearing probably isn't worth much. Whoever took it must be desperate. Robbery victim. I woke up in a corner behind the trains without my money or my clothes, but with some fresh head trauma. I think I was knocked out by a robber looking to make some extra cash. Okay, so we're kind of getting the game from multiple characters' perspectives? Alright. Okay, alright, don't worry about it. We'll deal with that later. At least this guy left me with the undershirt and shorts and some dignity. I got up from the ground slowly, cradling my poor head. As I stood up, something small fell to the ground. A bobby pin? Must have fallen out of my pocket when they took off my jacket. A tiny double-pronged hairpin. Useful if you're a woman trying to hold your hair in place, or if you're a detective that needs something inconspicuous to pick locks with. These were in short supply during the war due to the metal rationing efforts. Now, freshly awakened, I stood awkwardly in my undergarments in a place I don't know. I took a peek around the corner. Thankfully, there doesn't seem to be that many people around. I stepped out from the back of the train cars and looked around. Huh. I have a feeling I'm not in San Francisco anymore. Was I doing a circus in of all places? I looked around to see if there's any passerby that can give me some much needed information. Unfortunately, the whole wide field is occupied by nothing but the early autumn chill air. But I spotted something in the distance, a payphone booth next to the train station. Right, I could call Ruth. Hopefully she can tell me something about what case I was working on. I rubbed my arms for some heat and headed to the phone booth. Is it really that cold, or is it just me feeling naked? I looked into the phone booth and closed the door. There's a clock in the payphone booth. It's 10 in the morning. Time doesn't wait for anyone. In one time block, you only have limited chances to take action before the time runs out. This is measured by action points. You can see how many are remaining on top left. Performing actions using the collection to inquire or contradict will cost AP, so think strategically about what you want to spend your AP on. Okay. Time block will end automatically when your AP runs out. Don't forget to keep an eye on it. Ooh, interesting. Alright, I should call Ruth and get a grip on the situation. Let's hope Ruth has some good news for me. At least tell me I will have a hotel room nearby with some clothes or something. Shit, I'm an idiot. Of course I don't have a cent on me. Shit. No one around to help either. Maybe I'll get lucky and someone forgot to collect their change. No dice. Okay, only one way left then. All I need is to ground the transmitter and the circuit will work just like if a coin is passed through it. It's something metal and small. Oh no, like a bobby pin? What city, please? San Francisco, California, please. The number for Jones Investigative Services, Jones, on Market Street. Checking under Jones's Investigative Services, Jones, on Market Street. Connecting! Hello, Jones Investigative Services. How can I help you? Is this me going, hi, it's me, Detective Jones? Ah, Ruth, it's me. Mr. J, finally made it out to Tulgi. What took you so long? I thought you were supposed to be there yesterday. Don't tell me you got pulled in some weird shenanigans again. This time it's not my fault. I think... What do you mean you think? My head hurts. Remember that time in Providence? You got drugged again? I thought you promised to be careful with that sort of thing. What business did you poke your nose into this time? Is it even related to the case? No, I didn't get drugged again. That's ridiculous. I know better now. This time they just did it the good old-fashioned way, by whacking me over the head. Really hard, I think. Ouch. So, I kind of lost memory of a few things. I see, like Providence, huh? Well, at least you remembered your name and this number, so that's something. Yeah, that's something. Anyway, what's the situation over there? You okay? You need to call someone to help? No, I'm fine. I mean, I need to find something to wear real fast. It's getting kind of cold out here. I think whoever hit me took the wallet too, unless I didn't have it with me, which seems unlikely. My head kind of hurts. I think it might be a concussion, can't be sure. I don't remember where I was staying, and if I need money to get there, then I'm kind of fucked. Kind of made this call illegally too, since I didn't have any money on me, but it's just 2 cents. I'm sure the payphone company can survive it. So yeah, but other than that, I'm great. Sounds like quite a day. So last thing I remembered was when I was in San Francisco. I'd wager I missed a few days. I'm going to need some catch up if you don't mind. Mr. J, with the amount of time your brain gets tossed around in your skull, it's a wonder you still have a mind left, let alone be a detective. Oh, that's why I'm the best person for the job. You just tell yourself that. So I assume I'm here for a job. I remember something about a call from the Tulgi... That was like 4 or 5 days ago. Seriously? Whoever knocked you out must have got in a good hit. Alright, I think I know the basics, but I can give you a rundown of the case. So, who's the client? Our client is Moses Morgan, the owner of Morgan's Magical Traveling Circus. Anything else we know about Mr. Morgan? Not much. He's not the usual P.T. Barnum type. From what I could gather, he's not really on for the spotlight. But he seems to have a good rep in the business. No one seems to have any big issues against him. Could either be a good sign or a very bad sign. Well, I guess you're going to find out. So, what happened at the circus? The circus magician, the amazing Hattie, is missing. Since when? Since Monday, so it's been almost a week. And why didn't they call the police? So the magician's been missing for almost a week. Why didn't they call the police? From what I understand, they did. So why me? Well, you have to ask the client himself. Okay, now I guess I need to talk to the client as soon as possible. Or maybe I already did. What a thought. I can't well go see him dressed like this. Please tell me you know where I'm supposed to be staying at. Of course, not like you ever booked the room yourself. You're supposed to be staying at the motel nearby on Shermer Road. It's right next to the circus. You should find it with no trouble. Alright, that's the plan for now. Motel, put some clothes on, then talk to the circus boss. I'll get on it. Thanks, Ruth. I'll see you when I get back to San Fran. And say hi to Thief for me. Don't let him steal too many sandwiches. Be careful. Wait until your mother hears about this, young man. I was hoping to avoid that. You should know better by now. That woman knows everything. I'll at least hold off on tattling to her until I get the chance to do it myself, please. Sure, you're the boss. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? Be careful with doing your detective thing in the circus. Yep, we already covered that. My head will remain intact for the rest of this investigation. I promise. I mean, be careful with yourself. That's a lost cause at this point. I mean, be careful with the circus people. What do you mean? Look, I had a cousin who was in the circus back in the day. The Carnies. It's almost like they have their own little secret society. They're insanely guarded to those they see as outsiders. They'll cooperate if they have to, but they'll never actually tell you anything if they don't trust... if they don't at least respect you. Don't go all the way in doing your thing. What thing? I don't have a thing. You know. You. That might make them anxious. What does that mean exactly? I can hear a sigh into the phone. You know, you look like someone that might arrest them. But I'm not a cop. Just be more gentle, okay? Try getting them to trust you. Easier said than done. I know. Circus secrets. Never mind, I'm sure it will all work out. Usually does for you. Well, I have no idea why. Know anything else, boss? Nope. You better go then. Lots of work to do. Sometimes I think she only pretends to call me boss. I mentally prepared myself. I opened the payphone booth door again. I peeked my head out to see if there's anyone around. This time I spotted someone holding something awfully familiar. That looks a lot like my wallet. And the stranger, the robber, probably, is now looking through it. I approached quietly, formulating a plan in my head. He must be something like 6'4", with wide shoulders and arms like the barrel of cannons. As I'm moving closer behind him, it's like the sky has darkened with all the light he blocked out. No wonder he managed to knock me out. I'm not too egotistical to admit I'd probably, no most definitely, lose if I were to go up against him physically. And clearly I don't have any handy weapons on me. There's no one around to help either. That leaves me with very few options. Ooh. Righteous anger. Snatch the wallet out of his hand and run. Try to negotiate. Don't know. Grab and run. I dashed forward from behind, snagged the wallet right out of his hand. Hey! Before I was able to get away, he reacted in a blink and caught my wrist. That's when I got a chance to inspect his face. Despite his stature, he's obviously quite young, probably in his early 20s. He looks at me, clearly panicked and not knowing what to say. It took him a full minute to come up with words to respond. It's not right to take someone else's wallet. I couldn't believe myself with the irony of that line. Oh yeah, well, didn't you learn that lesson? What does that mean? This is my wallet. You know it doesn't count as finders keepers if you robbed it from me, right? What are you talking about? I didn't take it from anyone. It was just on the ground over there by the train. I was trying to check whose wallet this is. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh. I'm so sorry for the misunderstanding. He scratched his head and laughed it off, eyes now filled with concern. Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm sorry, what happened to you? I think someone knocked me out and took all my clothes and stuff. So when I woke up and saw you holding my wallet, well, in my defense, my head is still all fuzzy, probably because of the concussion. You sure this is your wallet? You checked inside, right? It probably has my name on it. Jones Investigative Services from San Francisco. He opened the wallet and pulled out the card. Jones Investigative Services. We're a mystery services called Jones Investigative Services. Ah, we're really a new slogan. And over there in the pocket, there should be a photo of my cat. It says Thief on it. Why does it say Thief? That's his name. My friend found it funny because I'm a detective. He looked at the photo and smiled. Oh, little guy. His gaze lingered on the photo for a few seconds, but he still managed to put everything back into the wallet and hand it back to me. Well, sorry about that. Here you go. I looked inside the wallet. There's a name card, the photo, and surprisingly about $20 in cash with a few quarters lying around too. That's not a small amount of money, probably a week's worth of salaries for an average worker. Other wallet's got the things, returned a little more, there's still a little more than $20 inside. There's still $20 in here. Yeah, you said you were robbed? Something doesn't make sense. Sometimes you might realize the information you have doesn't add up. Someone might be lying or you might be making the wrong assumptions. That's where another part of your collection, Contradict, comes in. Choose 2 items from the collection that contradict each other to point out the logical inconsistency and get to the bottom of the question. You'll still be presenting contradictions to people. Note who you're talking to. If they know nothing about what you're talking about, then the contradiction won't matter to them. Now, what 2 pieces of information or evidence doesn't add up here? Try using contradict to point them out. Right. Robbery victim. Oh, I see. We have to. We've got an inquire or contradict. I see. So, robbery victim. And. So, we've got the money in it. A robber looking for money definitely wouldn't have left more than $20 of cash in my wallet. Yes, although whoever did this must have been looking for money, but there's still cash in my wallet. That should be the first thing to take, right? Of course, they didn't see the wallet fall to the ground. That's why they took my clothes, because they didn't manage to find any money. He said he found it by the train. Yeah, it was just down there. I don't think someone would miss it if they were looking for it. I was surprised someone else didn't find it and took it already, actually. Luckily, not a lot of circus customers come around here. Okay, interesting. So, it might not be about the money at all. I should correct my previous theory. Mysterious attack. If, let's say, this is not for the money, then for what? Maybe I was trying to embarrass you? Like a prank? Well, I am certainly embarrassed. Can you think of anyone else who might have it out for you? Funny, this is usually my line. Right, you're a detective. You can solve the case yourself, right? Maybe. My enemies? There are too many to count, really, but I don't think they'd let me off this easy. You call this easy? I'm still alive, and no missing limbs or fingers, so yeah. It's almost like they're not targeting me personally. Maybe I had something important on me. Some evidence, and they had to take it. I'm more and more curious about the case at the circus. And speaking of the circus, there's one more thing I want to ask you. You work here, right? Yeah, how did you... Well, the gloves and the scars. At first I thought you'd been in a lot of knife fights because, you know, the Robert thing. But once I realized that's not true... You also said not a lot of customers come around here, which implies you're not one of them. Once I got that, well, circus worker with a lot of scars, animal trainer is the obvious answer. That's so smart. Is that what detectives can do? Well, don't be too nice considering I got things very wrong on the first try. Sorry for the whole assuming you're a criminal thing, by the way. I blame the concussion for that. Oh, by the way, my name's Rolf. Well, circus is called Morgan's Traveling Circus. The animal trainer. Of course he is. Looks like this won't be the last time I see it. Looks like this won't be the last time I see of him. Last time I see of him? Last time I see him, surely. Nice to meet you, Rolf, and you see my card. I'm a detective. People usually just call me Jones. Your boss is Moses Morgan, right? Yeah, have you heard of him? Well, you could say that. He's my client, actually, I think. You hired a detective? Oh, are you here about Hattie? Believe so. Oh, wait. If whoever attacked you is... I won't make any assumptions yet. Alright, this is all such a mess. Well, if you're looking for boss, he's always in the small square tent over there by the other end of the train car. We should probably put on something first. Do you have anything to wear? Well, I'll be fine. I think I have a motel room somewhere. I have a motel nearby with some of my luggage. And thanks to you, I have my wallet back, so I can get some clothes for myself if I need to. Alright, let me know if you need anything. He hesitated and offered quietly. I need to go, but you can come talk to me later, if you want to. You can find me in the Big Top at 1 PM or Fair Area at 2 PM. I have shows scheduled then. Alright, I promise. Thanks for the help, really. I appreciate it. I bid Rolf goodbye and turned around. This is going to be a fun walk. What was the address Ruth gave me again? Shroomer Road? I made my way to the hotel, trying my best not to draw attention to my attire. Luckily it was a quick walk, and I think everyone was too enthralled by the circus to pay much attention to a homeless-looking guy. People at the hotel recognized me. I told them my key was stolen, so they gave me a new key to my room. After they billed me for it, of course. With all the trouble and the humiliation and the physical peril, this job better pay like Rockefeller himself hired me. Open the door. My room seems undisturbed. Quickly put on some change of clothes and started surveying the room. Key to any good detective work is observation. When you see the magnifier on the left side, it means you can enter investigation mode. It will cost you 1 action point to enter investigation mode. Once you start investigating, you can move your mouse around and look at everything in the scene. All notable items will be highlighted with your mouse when you hover on them. Click on the item to get a detailed description. Sometimes, if something is particularly worth noting, that might be added as an item into your collection. When you're done, click on the exit item to leave. Right. Luggage. Finally, never thought I'd miss the feeling of clothes on my skin so much. Most of my belongings are still lying neatly in the suitcase. I don't remember what I packed. Looks like a few days worth of clothes and some of my tools. Ropes, handcuffs, binoculars and the like. I don't think I need them on this occasion though. What's this? Some sort of flyer? Picked it up for a close look. It's a flyer for the circus. Morgan's Travelling Circus. That's the one. There's an elephant, and a dancing horse, an acrobat, and a juggler, and prominently displayed in the front is a dark-haired woman in a purple ruffled dress holding a top hat. Text in the front proclaims, "Performance every night by," with a flowery signature from the Amazing Hattie. I think that's our missing person. What else have we got? A lamp. Generic hotel light stand. First thing I checked was the drawers. They're all empty. Ashtray is conspicuously empty too. Either they cleaned it out, which would make them the motel with the best service on this continent, or I didn't even have time to enjoy a cigarette in this room. Books. Map of local area and a phone book. Looks like I was doing a little research upon arrival. Trusty trench coat. I'll put it on before I leave the door. It's good for a cold or rainy day. It's breathable and light, blends in easily in the crowd, and perhaps more important of all, it looks great on me. People wonder why my wardrobe is full of them. Anything else? I think that's everything. End of turn. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. It's time to meet the client. Alright. Oh, back to Jacqueline. Alright. That went a little bit scouse there. Alright, Moses asked me to go find Alison backstage. What did he say again? A small tent behind the big top. Yeah, fair big top office backstage. Can I visit any of these? Fortune teller. Okay. Going to deny me that. Backstage is in actuality just a small tent behind the big performance tent. I slipped in from the back and pulled the curtain. It's not exactly tiny, but it's not the mess I expected at all. It's a splash of loud colours competing for attention, from outlandish costumes to wildly patterned fabrics. Various fantastical stage props are piled around the small room, making it look like some sort of fairy tale storage facility. Cleared my throat. A tiny girl, a young woman, slipped out from behind one of the big boards that were obscuring her. A string of soft clinking and clattering followed her movements as tools rattled around in her pockets. She eyes me up and down, obviously wondering if I'm supposed to be here, but decided against speaking first. "You must be Alice." She nodded. Alice is the mechanic of Morgan's Travelling Circus, works closely with all performers, handles a variety of tasks from making costumes and props to managing show arrangements. Great, I'm Jackie. What are you doing here? I am going to take Hattie's place. Mr. Morgan asked me to come here. Here's a note from him. He said you'll understand after you read it. I handed her the note. She quickly scanned it, as if she couldn't believe what was written. She quickly scanned it, and as if she couldn't believe what was written, carefully passed the note again. I'm surprised the paper is not going to spontaneous combustion from the intensity of her disbelieving gaze. Is everything okay? Huh? Is everything okay? Oh, yes. It's okay, I guess. She stared at the ground, silent for a long while. I just can't believe. What's he thinking? Dressing someone up as her? He didn't even tell us about this. Do you think it's wrong? Doing this is unethical? No. I mean, I don't know. That word is so big. I just feel like Moses doesn't lie to people unless he can't help it. He's just that kind of person, usually. Well, he doesn't have to be lying, per se. Just think of it as a grand illusion from the magician. Will that make you feel better? That's different. What a magician does, it's from the performance. It's not the same thing as this, whatever this is. I'm not entirely sure what accent I'm doing for her. I don't think it's remotely appropriate for the setting. We're vaguely somewhere, I think, between Cockney and Scouse, but maybe even a bit of Brummie. That would be a bit somewhere between the two, I guess, geographically. That's not the same thing as this, whatever this is. She huffed, looking a little frustrated with herself. Never mind, it doesn't matter now. Moses asked me to help with the costume. She looked me up and down. I have the old one, and I think you'll fit in. Can I make some measurements? Sure. I'm still stuck on the awkwardness of the conversation we're just having, but for her, it's like once work comes up, all previous problems were discarded, and she started moving with purpose. Once before she even heard my response, she's already rummaging through a little pouch and pulling out a tape measurer. Can you send me with your back to the shelf over there? I need to see how tall you are. She charged towards the corner with the large shelf and started clearing a place to stand. Yeah, let me move the eye out of the way. You can stand here, on the right side. Back straight, please. Yep, like that. I stood with my back to the shelf as she pinned one side of the tape measure under the bottom of the shelf and tried stretching it to the top of my head. With her shorter stature, she had to resort to getting on the stairs next to the shelf to read the results. Okay, something around 5'8". Hattie was 5'6". Could have told you that, by height I mean. Sorry, I just like to measure things myself. She pulled the tape measure back and pulled out another one from her pouch, a soft one, and quickly took measurements of my shoulder and waist. Hold your arms straight, to the side. With tape measure in her hands, numbers scribbled on her notebook, she now looks like so much more assured and comfortable to making commands. It's like she's in her own zone. Alright, I'm done now. I let out the breath I'd been holding and relaxed my hands. She's jotting down something quickly on her notepad while clearly forming a plan in her head. I think we can get away with doing a few adjustments on the costume we already have. So your shoulders are a little wider, but don't worry, there's a few things I can do to give you some breathing space. What's your shoe size? I'm not sure. How can you be not sure? Well, measurements in the States different. Right, you were in Europe or something. She ducked into the pile of stuff on the other side of the room and came out with a pair of purple high heels. How's this size for you? I sat down on the stairs and tried squeezing my foot in. My toes are screaming. I feel like one of Cinderella's evil stepsisters. Yeah, you're a little bit taller, so maybe you don't need the heels. Let me see. She scanned the room and gave herself a little when she found a pair of old black knee-high boots from the corner. I think these were Chip's actually, but he's a short guy. Try these on. Let me know if it's too large. I can add insoles or stuff to them. I slipped them on and my toes immediately felt liberated. Ah, thank you. This feels so much better. The colour, does it go with the costume? Ah, black goes with everything. Wait, I think I have some of the dress fabric left. I sat there while Alice worked her quick magic on the dress and the boots. I just stared dumbly while she pulled out a pair of scissors from her tool belt and went to work. First, she carefully took out the zipper from the back of the dress, hidden under the ruffle, and replaced it with a ribbon lacing on the back to give it more width. And then she cut long stripes of the purple fabric and folded it artistically around the boots, and then pulled out some glue. Noticing me stirring, she looks a little embarrassed and explained. I know it looks silly, but glue really works in a pinch, promise. And she was right. Somehow with just a few touches of the glue, the fabric is now decorating the boot like it was always meant to be a part of the costume. Alright, can you try these on and let me know how they fit? In a blink of an eye, she laid out the dress, the boots, a pair of gloves, and a top hat, all on the sofa. Like, here? What do you mean? It's backstage. Oh, you mean like in front of me? Sorry, we don't really have a changing room or anything. I'll look away if you want. I'm just going to change behind that big cardboard, okay? I looked behind the little board. I had to crouch to fit myself behind it, and crouching was not a good position to put on a dress. Do you need help? You know, with the lacing or something? I can hear her clearing her throat uncomfortably. Clearly not keen on it, but probably felt compelled to ask out of obligation. No, I'm good. Almost done. With some awkward shuffling, I'm pretty sure I finally got everything on. I'm just not sure I could get out of it without some significant wiggling. Alright, I'm done. Alice looked me up and down with a kind of dazed look in her eyes. Alice? Yes, everything fits okay. Everything's fine. Great, actually. That's it then, I think. Do you want to take a look? She gestured to the makeup mirrors. I peeked. Could hardly recognize myself. Whoa. Looks... I know. Howdy's costume. Complete magician's getup with a top hat and gloves. Dress is pretty modest for circus standards, but the ruffles and colours are quite flattering. I just need to not think too much about the fact that I'm technically wearing a dead person's clothes. So, I'd be keeping this for the big show tonight? Oh, that reminds me, we should talk a little about show arrangements. Big show starts at 7 every night and goes for 3 hours. Usually the ringmaster do a routine to introduce all performers up front. Since your appearance is supposed to be a surprise, I think we'd better for you to only do the closing act from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. You need to be in a little early so we can go over some last minute arrangements, so maybe you come back here at 8 PM? It'll be easier then too, because everyone will be in the big top watching the show. You don't need to worry about someone seeing you. Alright, back here at 8. Got it. So what now? Actually, I need to... I want you to check on the Calliope at the fair, but it's not urgent. But if you have more questions, I can stay. Or if you want to go somewhere else, you can leave. Want to switch up the scenery? When you see this map icon on the left side, it means you can choose to move to another location. So click on the icon to open your map and choose on the map which location you wish to go to next. In the future, you'll also be able to choose which location you want to go to in the beginning of every turn. Those don't cost any action points. However, if you wish to move from one location to another in the middle of a turn, it will cost you an action point. Alright. We know some folks. It is Gonfi, which is when I was kind of planning on wrapping this up. Off the back of my head, I think I started playing as about 50 minutes ago, which I feel like is a good intro to it. I have noticed my voice struggling a bit with some of these, so probably a good time for me to take a step away from it and sort of rest my throat as well for a few hours. Still want to do more of this evening, not this game specifically, but more LudoNarraCon. I am going to aim to be back about 8 PM. We'll play a few more things. Shout things at me in the Discord or wherever else, I don't know, comments, Twitter, wherever you feel, or just come back and shout at me at 8 PM if there's a specific thing, but if you shout them at me before then, at least I can install things ahead of time. So those are options. I'll try and rustle up some other people to do voices, like take some weight off my throat later as well. That would be good potentially. Yeah, this is, I dig the noir aesthetic of this. I dig it's a very stylish game, and again, just love a good murder mystery. Always a good time for me. I want to play more of this. I probably will play more of this. Is this game out? Important question. This is just a demo. Don't know how long the demo is. Don't know how long it goes for. Clearly, like at least an hour or so. Planned release date to be announced. No news on when this is out, but definitely a thing I'd be pretty keen to take a look at when it does come out. So stick a pin in this one particularly. Can I save? We can save in draw 1. Cool, perfect, excellent, good. I'll do that on my own time. Thank you for joining me and for watching and whatnot. I will hopefully see some folks later on. I need to go. Gonna take a breather, take a break, get some food. Definitely get some food. Think about what I want to play later. And I'll see you in a little under 3 hours.